In this video, we are exposing a fake Christian priest who converted to Islam along with his 100,000 followers.
So let us deep dive now into our show.
Welcome back to Somali Christian TV. We are your favorite Somali ex-Muslims exposing the deception of Islam and spreading that Jesus is the only way to heaven.
If you're new to us and want to learn more, subscribe
now
and join the Somali Christian TV family. My name is Shania and this is my husband Shamoun, and our lovely daughter Naomi is here.
Yes, today we have a very juicy video for you guys.
Yes.
This is a video that's going viral of a fake priest. We see him as a fake priest who went to Hajj, was invited there by a king in Saudi Arabia to go to do this Hajj. He had a private tour, whatever, because there was a viral video of him and along with his congregation of quote unquote 100,000 people, where clearly in that video you can see that it's not 100,000 people in that room. But his congregation all supposedly saying the Shahada. And it's a very interesting story because this man kind of supposedly he came from South Africa.
Yes.
Alongside from his church called the...
Hi people from South Africa, we love you so much.
Yeah, so his church is called the Corinthian Church of South Africa.
Yes.
And this Corinthian Church of South Africa is pretty famous there because they are quite unique in what they believe and how they supposedly worship their God, right? So they have a lot of different kind of rituals and ways of like worshipping and stuff. But the guy who founded this church, his own father was Muslim.
Wow.
So he took a lot of inspiration from the Muslims anyway within his church. So there's a journal article called Symbolism, Ritual Performance and Identity Formation in the Corinthian Church of South Africa. It's from 2012. It says that they employ biblical imagery and symbolism and some elementary Islamic traditions.
Islamic traditions.
And also their founder had an Islamic background. The Corinthians church, they adhered to some Islamic traditions, notably men wearing a beard and a fez. What's a fez? It's a hat.
Yes.
So going back now to this man and his story, who he went to Hajj, he told the people, he's in Hajj right now. He told them of how he converted to Islam in the first place. He had a dream to tell his congregation to all start wearing hats.
But they were already wearing hats, isn't it?
They were already wearing hats, A, and B, he was saying Muslim. In this dream, nobody confirmed, said Muslim or anything. He interpreted it as they need to all become Muslim or whatever.
Yes.
And they already are wearing hats in these
videos. The woman already covered her head, already white. They're wearing
white dresses and white head coverings. So all of this stuff we're saying is this man is already shady as is, and the Muslims are rejoicing because they're thinking 100,000 Christians in South Africa are becoming Muslim. When this priest himself was already a fake priest that believed in some weird doctrine that we don't believe that he even was a priest when he already had some Islamic
exactly. If we look back at what Naomi just said, you see that church is not church, normal church. It's a cult because you could find all mixture of belief.
Islam.
So,
Christianity and also Hindus.
Because they have offerings to God. That's what they were doing.
It's Hindus, it's spiritual. So they already in the beginning, their foundation was not only Christianity, it was also Islam, Christian, Hindus, spiritual, so on. It was already
African traditions and rituals.
And this man, he's claiming he was a Muslim, Christian 3 months ago. He said he was a pastor 15 years in that church in South Africa. Our brothers and sisters
what kind of priest
can come back and tell us what is going on down there, because any real Christian, they're never gonna follow if the pastor become Muslim or atheist.
Why are they all suddenly now?
Why they all? Imagine if tomorrow he becomes Satanistic. Are they all gonna worship Satan? If he say he's God, are they gonna worship him? If he say he's a Buddhist, are they become Buddhist? What is going on? There was no anyone who followed the teaching of the Bible. With the teaching of Jesus Christ. Any Christian will never expect or listen someone who just today he was Christian, tomorrow he said, let us become all Muslim. And
everyone says yes.
Says yes. Why they cannot say no? Why they cannot kick him out from the church? Why they cannot pray for him? Why they cannot refuse? Because if they're real Christian, they can never do that.
Yes.
Real Christian. Because the Bible said clearly, Jesus said clearly in the Bible. Yeah, Naomi, you can read
the false prophets.
Yes, please.
In Matthew 24:11-13, it says, "And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved."
The one who stands to the end, that's the one who will be saved. But you know, just the pastor become this religion. Let us all become. You know, it just reminds me, Sheena and Naomi. There was another story, another guy called so-called Christian. He wasn't never been Christian. I don't think he was Christian.
No.
But later on, he become like their not only their pastor, but whatever he say, they will say yes, yes, yes. To the end, he said, "Let us all die."
Yeah, it was called the People's Temple. It's a very famous story of this man called Jim Jones, and he took them to a place called Jonestown that they made in Ecuador. I believe it was Guyana, I think. But anyway, they all died because they drank poison because he told them to
drink poison.
But it's a very that's a very sad story.
He is it was heartbreaking, that story, but because they believe him so much and become their God. The pastor cannot be your God. You cannot love him so much. To the end, if you want to die, you will die with him.
Exactly.
If you become this religious atheist, you will be with atheists with him. No, that's not Christianity.
And then if you look into as well the Corinthian church of South Africa on Facebook, 4.2 thousand followers, like 4,200 followers. That's it. Where is this 100,000 people?
Leader of the congregation, the Corinthian Church of South Africa. That's got about 100,000 followers.
100,000 people. They are just lying.
Taqiyya. He is already the Taqiyya. 3 months ago, he was Christian. That's lie. He's never been Christian. The guy who opened this church, I don't know what he was believing, because they said he was ex-Muslim, become Christian. Why he did not have a Bible study?
His dad was Christian.
His dad. Why he did not follow the teaching of Christ? Why he have to follow Muhammad? Sheena and I, we grew up like Muslim. We were Muslims. Now we are Christians. We never take the Quran for inspiration.
No.
We don't have here. We have Jesus. Jesus is enough.
Yeah.
How can you call yourself a Christian and the leader of the church, and later on you have Quran, you have the Bible, you have everything, you have Hindus, you have Buddhists, you have everything. What kind of Christianity is that?
Yeah.
And why they dress already like Arab, like a Muslim, covering their hair, all that beard, and he's lying now. His testimony, he had only one dream. Tell you men to wear the hat, the white hat, which they're already doing. That's so crazy, guys.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
What do you see? How do you see?
Yes, it is false, and it is made up history that Muslims are glorifying themselves and glorifying their religion now, and say, you see how many Christians that this man, brought into Islam, and that's all false. And as Naomi explained to you already, that is not 100,000 at all, not near to 10,000. They are faking all things, and they are lying, to attract other people's eye and attract other people's mind. So it's wrong. And when they say this Christian man and Christian church, we said already what we wanted to say. We exposed already.
Yeah.
Christ said, "Imitate me as good children."
Yeah.
Imitate God as good. We imitating God. We following God. We following Jesus. We're not following anyone. And Jesus said, if you wanna be my disciples, just follow me. We are following him and following his footsteps and his teachings, but not a priest.
No, I agree.
So it is fake already. The congregation, if they followed him, they were worshiping him. He was their prophet, or he was their God.
Yeah.
So if someone makes mistake, you cannot make mistake after them.
Yeah.
So you have to correct them. You have to rebuke them. You have to correct. You have to put them in the right side. But he did mistake. We follow him. No, that's wrong. So that was not Christianity, and he was not preaching Christianity. He was not standing on Christian faith at all. So that was fake from the beginning, and it is continuing as fake, and it's all false.
Yeah, deceiving.
Exactly.
Yes.
And just like how you can see their videos, when they're worshiping stuff, they do remind you of like Sufi.
Yeah, Sufi Muslims.
Like Muslims, definitely.
Dancing,
so it's just, I think it.
And he used to call himself a prophet.
Yeah.
What kind of prophet are you if you are prophesizing wrong? When you bow down to, he went to Saudi Arabia now, the Mecca, they take him, only 3 months he's a Muslim. Quickly they took to Saudi Arabia to Hajj, you know, and they paid and they taken everywhere and they showing around the world. This video says getting viral because he's saying he was a Christian and he make 100,000. That claim is big claim, 100,000 Christian become Muslim in one day. One day with him. That's big lie. And also he bowed down to a stone and kissed and said, there is where Muhammad walked. Muhammad is not your God.
Muhammad did not die for you.
He did not die for you. And all your sin will come back to you if you are doing that. You are blind, following other blind and taking you other people blindly to the pit. You know, you guys, you need to wake up. I don't think you've never been Christian. You are lying. You're using taqiyya. You've been Muslim from first place. Because why you wearing the thing for the Muslims?
Traditional
why
Islam
you behaving like a Sufis? Why you becoming all same days Muslims? Why you taking off your shoes when you enter your church?
That's another
thing as
well.
It's a mosque, guys. This is fake, and we want to expose that fake so-called prophet and pastor and priest, and now he's just milking it.
He definitely is.
And the Muslims all milking it. Oh, look what we have done.
What we have done.
And we don't care. If whole world, one time someone sent me and said, oh, this famous person become Muslim, this famous person become Muslim. Why are you not coming back? And I said, if whole world become Muslim, I never turn it back.
Me neither.
Because Jesus is enough for us.
Amen.
You know, even Sheena and I, people call us and they said, there was Saudian people who call us and said, ask any price, we will give you. Please say you are Muslim, say Shahada.
Oh my day.
Come here, we invite you. Ask anything you wanted. Can you believe, guys? And we said no. We said because Jesus said, if you get whole world and lose your own soul, nothing will benefit for you.
Exactly.
So we don't want to get whole world. Even if we lose our lives, we still follow Jesus. And we also, brothers and sisters, and all the Muslims around the world who are now glorifying this guy and thinking Islam is something good. And because of 100,000 people become Muslim in lie, which was only maybe a handful of people, maybe 1,000, 2,000, and they were already Muslims. Those people already Muslims because his testimony become Muslim because of the hat, and they were already wearing the hat 15 years. So they were already Muslim. It's fake. We expose and we say, drop that nonsense and come to Christ.
Yes, amen. Special thanks to our Patreon and PayPal supporters. Thank you guys so much, and our viewers, because you guys all make this possible.
Kiss for
Kisses for you guys, yes. And if you guys would like to support us further, you can do so with the links down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video so we can expose this truth, you know, of what's going on with this false priest from South Africa. And leave us a comment as well what you guys thought of the video. We love you guys so much. Thanks for watching.
Yes, we will say all the Muslims, that man, the fake prophet or fake
everybody else,
and his congregation, on all the Muslims who are now jumping up and down, all of you, you need to repent, leave Islam and come to Christ.
He is the only way to heaven.
Amen.
Amen.
We love you so much.
We love
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
God bless.